Hi, everyone, and welcome to Service for the Community. I'm your host, Matt Blow, and today we have many members of the OCC Oakland Community College's Optimist Club. We have Robin, Dick, Shravan, and Alex. How you doing, everybody?
Good morning.
Good. So, we're going to start with you, Robin. Tell us a little bit about the history of this club.
We started in 2010. My husband, Don Brose, and myself, I had just started working at OCC and found out that we didn't have an Optimist Club. And we formed it with one of my classes, and it's been going on ever since.
So how long has that been then?
8 years?
8 years?
Well,
Almost
7
8.
years,
Yes.
something
Okay.
like that.
That's officially July 1st, 2010.
Okay.
Is a registration date, charter date for this club.
Gotcha. Awesome. I think we wanted to hear some past experiences from these two guys. So let's start, Alex, let's start with you. Tell us some about your past experience with this club.
Things that I have done in the past were Scamp, a Christmas party with the Optimist Club at the Clarkston Elementary School. I've also done Scamp, and we've also packed boxes for military soldiers, and we've done a fun event like putt-putt golfing.
Awesome. Trevor, why don't you tell us about some of your past experiences?
We also did the packing party and putt-putt golf and the friendly forest and the Christmas party for the 5th graders, and that's what I've seen so far, and they all went good.
And he's been a member for a year, and
Okay.
Alex has been a member how long? It's
Since 2013.
right.
All right.
Which 4 years?
What did you guys find particularly rewarding about OCC's Optimist Club?
Well, I started because I like to meet people and socialize and I wanted to make new friends, so just to keep myself busy too.
Awesome.
And he's decided that putt-putt was kind of a challenge, so he wants to do bowling. So that's one of the next things we're going to do is bowl.
Okay.
We haven't figured out when or what. And then we also, it was Shravan's idea to do we're going to celebrate our birthdays.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to get together for everybody's birthday in spring and everybody's birthday in fall, right? Kind of a thing?
Big celebration.
Awesome. Now, Dick, you kind of going to talk about the state and international involvement of this club, correct? Tell us about
Right. I served as past president of the Huron Valley Optimist Club from 2010 through 11, and after that experience, I decided to move to the district level, meaning the Michigan's Lower Peninsula. But within that Michigan Lower Peninsula, there's 103 Optimist clubs.
Okay.
And there are certain clubs that are college clubs. As an example, the OCC Auburn Hills Club has been around since 2010. There's also a college club at Wayne State. There's one at Eastern and one at Western Michigan, and consideration for one at Olivet College over in Charlotte. But I stepped into a leadership team position, serving initially as a lieutenant governor position in charge of what we call Michigan Zone 11. There were 8 clubs, and I was fortunate that the OCC Auburn Hills Club was within that zone, but it is the only college club within that territorial responsibility. I report to an assistant governor. The assistant governor for our region reports to the state governor of Optimism. Because we have so many clubs, it's hard for a single person at the governor's level to administer a lot of things that are done. So it gets shared downwards. And my involvement with the OCC Auburn Hills Club was to support, make sure that report dates that are met, report transmissions, and support following the Optimist International focus, bringing out the best in kids.
He's the detailed person.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
We need that.
Yeah,
course, of course.
the Optimist organization started in 1919, basically by 4 businessmen in Buffalo, New York, and it expanded for its first international conference in Louisville, Kentucky in 1919. So a few clubs that were around at that time formalized as an international basis. So we're approaching our 100 year in 2019. Wow. So our goal is to have 100,000 members in that time frame for 100 years. And OCC is part of that. I will say that because of the OCC club, there's been a couple of things that we've been able to focus change at the international level office in St. Louis. One of those this year is a tracking form that was administered for all adult clubs. And I was told, well, just use it for the college clubs. And when you read it, tried to use it, it really didn't meet the support requirements that fit a semester approach at a college level. And the idea of crossing something out, I said, no, the printed form should be able to do that. So they actually created a college level tracking form because of this club's interest in trying to use the right thing for the leadership skills that the president, secretary.
So it sounds like there's kind of a big push to get college age, that age group, more involved in Optimist Club.
Correct.
There is. There's also a strong focus for people under the age of 30. You know, we don't have a lot of membership in that age range.
Sure.
But I think the biggest opportunity that we've had within the OCC Auburn Hills Club is Tim Conchia as an example. He served as a president for a couple of years here at OCC Auburn Hills. He moved up to Oakland, and now he's at the University of Wisconsin-Madison in zoology.
Oh, wow.
He's a former Eagle Scout, and I was privileged to write a letter of recommendation of 2 letters that he was allowed to provide. But I had watched him grow over the years that I had been involved with the club and seen his leadership skills, knew from his scouting background, because I'm a scout leader myself, his involvement. So we wish him well over at the University of Wisconsin-Madison and wherever our members can go. Alex, is an example, is at Oakland U now, but he still comes back for a meeting. So there's a growth opportunity. And there's also an opportunity that Spencer Springer, who is our Secretary Treasurer, is a member of the Clarkston Club as a college member within the club of the adult club.
Okay.
So you can have college members within a club, you can have a college club, and you can grow into an adult club after you leave the college rank.
And Spencer, and we mentioned him, he's our treasurer, secretary. And then Chrissy Batson, she is our president, and both of them had to go be in school. You know, that's more important to be in college taking your classes than
Sure.
to come here. So anyway, but they wished us well to be here today. One of the things, too, that I really want to stress is how the Clarkston Adult Club has sponsored, they embraced this idea back in 2010. Yes, let's go for it. They have to spend the money to sponsor us. And in turn, what we've done is we've done a lot of things to help with the adult club. So we've worked on fundraisers, and we're anytime we've been asked, that we've done Friendly Forest, and that's a picture of us with our exciting place settings that we were trying to make, centerpieces, and that's what we were doing. And so that's kind of what we're up to.
I'd really say that the SCAMP activity in the summertime is probably the best blend of the Oakland Auburn Hills College Club and the adults from Clarkston. There's over 400 kids participating in the field events that day. And I tend to get the 25-yard dash. I've done that every year that we've been there. Have fun with it. But when it comes to fixing lunch for the staff and the whole field of people, it takes all the adults and the OCC Auburn Hills Club members to help this step.
Well,
Make that
because
happen.
the adult club will prepare 400 meals in 2 hours.
Wow.
Yeah, so we require a lot of people, and then both Alex and Spencer have been real involved in the SCAMP, and maybe Alex, you can tell us what you liked about the SCAMP. What did you do at the SCAMP?
I've helped out with different types of games. I've helped with a beanbag game where the person takes a beanbag, runs it to the other side of the hula hoop, and then runs back and gets the other beanbags, and then run into the hula hoop, and the first one done wins. I've also done another game where you toss, like, I think, a beanbag into the garbage cans and shoot it like a basketball hoop. I've done that before. And then there is another game I've helped out with, which I can't remember off the top of my head, but I've helped out with many different types of games for the times I've been there.
And then Shravan, what have you done at SCAMP?
I want to help pass out like water bottles and stuff because I greet people
Yeah,
to be honest.
He does a good job with that.
Well, he did an excellent job of greeting people at the Friendly Forest when he was
Right.
passing out
Right.
bags for collection of,
Yeah.
candies and so on. So he,
And his mom helped too.
Yeah.
So
there he is
There he is.
on the
And,
screen.
Yeah. So we had a good time with that. And
I think it's important to recognize that the Optimist organization, whether it be in the adult club or all the way down to elementary level at an Alpha club, the Clarkston Club really has a large base of optimistic opportunity for youth. They're in the elementary schools, they're in the middle schools, and they're also in the high school
and the junior high.
and the junior high. And so the activity that's there, but the combination of really trying to work with youth activities and the adults combined gives a great resume building opportunity for youth at this age. What have you done? What did you do besides go to school? And I think we've seen that in some of the recent years for those that have moved on, like Alex in Oakland U and to Tim over at the University of Wisconsin-Madison.
And then we also have another person, Kyle,
All right.
who has gone on and works full time right across the street from the Palace, and really is loving his job. So,
Right.
and one thing that I need to mention about Shravan was, and Alex loved this too, is Welcome Week.
Right.
Welcome Week is when we, at the college, we are talking about our club and why should you join. And Shravan, oh my gosh, how many people did you get? You had a
I don't
list.
even remember.
I know, it was
14,
like,
I think.
yeah, 14
13,
people
14
who
people.
were said, yeah, I'm interested. It doesn't mean that they joined, but he got a lot of people's names and phone and emails. So,
It's important at the start of a semester, the Student Life Organization basically has a welcome week where all clubs on campus have booth space. And we have a very distinctive booth. We have a display and hand out information. But more importantly, we try to involve our members, our college members, to interface with those students that might be their first time on campus. Maybe they didn't come in the fall, maybe they started in January. And most recently, Shravan was there to actually sign up 13 people that might be a little bit more interested.
And I was there in the fall too, so
We do it every semester.
yeah.
Well, before we close out the show today, is there anything else you guys want to talk about or bring up before we kind of wrap up?
One of the most important things that I'd like to share is that the Optimist organization on an international basis starts from the state level, actually down to the region, for an essay contest. But this club doesn't sponsor an essay contest, but adult
we
clubs do.
we do. Oh, not this club.
The
Yeah, this-
Clarkson Club does.
Yeah.
And there's an oratorical opportunity, and the oratorical opportunity within the state allows both male and female students to address a topic and can earn up to $2,500 as a top prize within the state. If you go on to the region, and our region is Great Lakes, it runs from the Great Lakes all the way up through Pennsylvania, New York, Vermont, into Maine. If you would win in that region, then you have an opportunity to go to the World Oratorical Contest at the University of St. Louis, where they instituted for the first time last year a World Championship in Oratorical Presentation. That is a scholarship that could be $22,500.
Wow.
And they're going to do that again this year. That usually happens in June. So that's been the longest running program for the Optimist International since 1928.
Oh, wow.
And it's one of those type of opportunities that build skills, and the real students that have those skills are supported in their opportunity for higher education through the programs at the international level. Another strong suit of the Optimist International is the Childhood Cancer Campaign. They reached out to Johns Hopkins in Baltimore a number of years ago to raise $1 million in support of childhood cancer. And we have a childhood cancer walk every year. There's 2 of them now in the state. We've been at Skyline High School in Ann Arbor for a number of years. And we have one over at Muskegon Heights on the west side now. It'll be the 2nd year to raise funding for mainly supporting what we find are called bravery beads. They're little beads that patients get for a blood draw or an x-ray or a bone marrow test. And it gives them a chance in their medical support for youth that are ravaged with cancer to show what they've been through. And it gives them a little bit of courage. And that's part of some of the programs that the Optimist International have been supporting Bring Out the Best in Kids for years. And we continue to do that. And we're most blessed by these young members of the OCC Auburn Hills campus to carry on and move forward. And we're seeing that as some of the students have moved through. Alex is now at Oakland, U, and Tim's at University of Wisconsin. So we see the growth of that. And we see others coming up
And I
to make that
forgot,
opportunity.
what were you planning on doing, Alex? I forgot. Because you already have your studies all lined up and you're going to graduate soon, aren't you?
Yes, I'm majoring in integrative studies with my plan of study in personal fitness and health studies. And I'm going to plan on graduating this year in December.
Good, good. And you like, what was the one thing that you liked the putt-putt too, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
And the packing party too. What's nice about our packing party, it's not just our OCC Optimus Club. We collaborate with the Student Veterans Association and also the Gamers Alliance. And we're talking, like the one they show on the screen is probably our biggest one that we had, and we usually pack around 100. And I think at that time we packed 100. We've done 65. This last year in December, what we ended up doing was packing, and we ended up sending 10 of them, 10 or 12 of them down to Detroit. There are some veterans that are homeless, and so we ended up giving them a box. And the veterans, the Student Veterans SVA, they ended up taking them down there. So we work together with the three clubs, and it's it's really nice to collaborate, and it's just one of those life lessons that you learn in college that you take on into your career. So
Yeah, and what's really rewarding about that packing process is what comes back. We put a note in there that this box was packed by members of the OCC Auburn Hills Club. And we had a commander send a thank you back, appreciation right before Christmas
That's great.
for what was received. But it really didn't hit home until one year in our first packing. There was a lady, a veteran, president of the Veterans Club at OCC, and she had returned from Iraq, married, had a 2-year-old girl that was there that day. And she personally related as to what it really meant for her to open up a box that had been shipped over from people that care from stateside.
Sure.
And that really brought home the purpose of what we've been doing and the great results that can happen from a few hours of packing and some donations from various people for the benefit it can give to our military personnel overseas.
and one thing we did too for Alex's brother is in the military, and we ended up sending him a package one time, didn't we, Alex?
Yes, we did.
Yeah. And so he's really involved in it. I lost a nephew over in Iraq, and that's one of the reasons why the packing party is so passionate. And we have a lot of staff that donate their time and their money that are at OCC, and it's just a real great group effort that we really love to do. And we did one in December. We've been doing them in two times a year, but I think we'll probably just do one next year in December. So
Awesome.
Mhm.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for coming by today.
thank
Uh,
you for having us.
OCC Optimus Club. That's all we have time for. Service for the community. See you guys next time.